Hey, Rachel Bittner, Presidential Diamond with It Works Global. One of my girls asked me, how do you work a wrap party? How do you do that? And why not make a video so everybody gets to learn at the same time? Wrap parties are just a wrap appointment with more people. It's not complicated. It's supposed to be fast, fun, and simple. So the first thing that you need to give some thought to is the inviting. And I've done a whole separate post on that. So on the post in the team page that I'm putting this video on, I'm going to include that information. So let's move on from inviting and assume we're starting the wrap party. But first of all, what do you need to take with you? Well, when I started, I didn't know about all of the other products, the Defining Gel, the greens, the fat fighters, all of the supplements. I didn't know about all that stuff. All I knew about was the wraps. So that's all I took with me to wrap parties. That's all I talked about at wrap parties. And it worked. That's what got me to diamond and above. Now, you can do that. You can incorporate some of the other products into your wrap parties and your wrap sessions if you want to. What I'm going to show you that you can do is optional. Don't freak out and think you have to have all of these products and all of this stuff. These are options. Cherry pick what you can do, what you want to do, and if all you can do is wraps, that's okay, because the wrap is the key to the door for everything else. So what do you want with you when you're going to a wrap party? Obviously wraps, saran wrap, pair of scissors, a sign-in sheet. You can get these on the It Works store, myitworksstore.com, or if you don't have the ability to do that, a piece of paper. Dixie cups. I use these to sample greens in. I usually take a bottle of water and just put one of my green samples in the bottle of water, shake it up, and then use these for people to sample, because then I'm not having to wash stuff out, borrow glasses. These can be thrown away afterwards. For the Fat Fighter demo, take your Fat Fighters. There it is. And a little thing that I invested in for like $5 from Walgreens is this little pill crusher, because I would otherwise be trying to crush it with the back of a spoon on a plate and it would like ping fly off, and this makes it a lot easier. So I have it already crushed up in here before I get to the party, so that makes my Fat Fighter demonstration easier. And you can just go to YouTube and search It Works Global Fat Fighter Demo and see what that's all about. Super easy. Glass, water, oil, crushed up pill goes on the top, demonstrating what it does in the stomach. We have the exfoliating peel, and what I do with the exfoliating peel at the party is I do a little dropper on the back of everybody's one hand, just on the back of one hand, have them kind of smooth it in. Ooh, it's always gloppy when it goes back in. I have them smooth it onto the back of their hands, you know, they can smell it, see what it feels like. After 10 minutes, they just rinse it off. And that way they can experience it a little bit. People tend to buy what they try. And I always share my own personal testimonies as I'm talking about each of the products. And then I'll have them on the same hand, put a little dab of the Defining Gel. When I talk about the Defining Gel, I have them put a little dab there, because again, they can smell it, feel it, they know it's not greasy, that it dries fast, that it, you know, it smells good. And then you can have them compare their two hands and you can see a difference between the two hands. So again, people tend to buy what they try, so that's a cool little demo to do. Your lip and eye cream, this is the old packaging, not the new packaging. This is a fun little interactive trial to do with your guests. As people are arriving or just as you're getting started, you can have them take a selfie with their phones of their eyes, and then just a little pea-sized dab, and show them how to put it on. You know, dab, dab, tap, 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 all the way around. And then towards the end of the party, when you have them retake their selfie, oftentimes there's a little bit of a change. And remembering, you know, you're going to tell them that it's immediate and progressive results. So you may see some results right away, but the more you use it, the better your results are going to be. Same as with all of our products. What else do you need? Saran wrap, your party pad. You should have got one of these in your kit. And this actually has notes. If you log into your back office and click on the document section, there, if you search for party pad presentation notes, you'll find a document that you can print out and cut each little section and stick it in to the notes section here. So that if you're new and you're kind of scared about all that information you've got to remember, you can just read the information that's right there. And that's actually one of the best things you can do, because you want everybody in the room that you're sitting down and talking to, because we don't stand up and do presentations. Everybody that you're sitting down and chatting with, you want them to be thinking, I could do what she's doing. And if all you're doing is pointing and reading, that makes it look like something anybody could do, and anybody can do this. So print your notes out, stick them in. And the way I like to do it, the way I have one thing at a time, let me come back to that. Okay, so your party pad. I bring 4 empty boxes of wraps with me. And the reason that I bring that is that when we get onto talking about the business side, where's step 2? When we get on to step 2, just like the video I put out in Wrapstars a few months ago, and I'll repost that one as well, these are a great way to demonstrate how getting your first 4 loyal customers gets you all of this almost for free. So I take the 4 empty boxes of wraps with me so that I can actually do that demonstration. It really helps it click in people's heads. What else do you need? Pens, loyal customer forms and distributor forms. They are also in your document section in your back office. If you're going to have 5 guests, print out 5 loyal customer forms and 5 distributor forms. And then what I do, once I'm done with the party pad presentation, I'll go to each person individually, and I've got the forms in my arm, and I'll say, which form would you like? Loyal customer or distributor? Which do you think is a better fit for your life right now? It's not like, oh, are you going to order? It's like, which one? Which form do you want? And then if they say loyal customer, I'll hand it to them, give them a pen, ask them if they have any questions. Do they know which product they're interested in? And usually at that point, they've got a few questions. And I like to do it one-on-one like that. You like go to each person individually, because then they can ask their questions more freely. And when they get the answers, then they're able to make the decision to make a purchase. Usually if people walk out of the door without purchasing, a lot of the time it's just that they had questions that they didn't get answered. They didn't completely understand the loyal customer program or something. So I'll go to each person individually and just ask. And then the opportunity again is there in the wrap room. Come to that in a minute. Let me not jump ahead here. Wraps, empty boxes, product brochure. You get everything I've mentioned so far as materials you would get in your kit. So you'll get a handful of these product brochures in your kit. And when I go through the party pad, I don't go into a lot of detail about all these other products, because you know, when people are first finding out about this, it's a lot of information. So I keep it real simple, and I just talk about the most popular products. I even say that. I say we have a whole line of health and weight loss supplements, all natural, and skincare. If I went through the entire thing tonight, we'd still be here at breakfast time. So I'm just going to hit on a few of my favorites and some of the most popular products. And feel free to browse or take my Blitz card, take my business card and take a look at my website, ask me any questions. Let's get connected on Facebook so you can, you know, we can keep this conversation going. I can answer your questions, things like that. So you can take one of these, get it laminated, pass it around. If you want to buy the pack of 100 of these, I think it's only 20 bucks at the My It Works store. Really helpful. And another point on all the other products, be careful not to feel like you need to be a product expert. If somebody has questions about a product, I'll just read whatever it says about the product in here. And if you find that you've got one of those people at your party who wants to interrogate you about every single ingredient, then you can either get their information and say that you'll send the information to them after the party, because you want to close that down, otherwise you'll be there for hours. Or be prepared for those kind of people ahead of time and make yourself a ring binder. Print off the product information sheet on each product from your back office, stick it in the ring binder, and then when one of those people happens to be at your wrap party, just hand them the binder. They'll be happy and you can go on. What else do we want? Results pictures. These are what gets everybody excited. So the way I like to do it is I like to have them just 4x6s. You know, you can print them at CVS, Walgreens, wherever, for, what is it, like 20 cents a piece. And this way, when I hold one up and say, this is my friend Kat, this is 8 wraps, tell a little bit about her story, I can pass it around, and they can pass it around and take a look at that. So I have an array of results pictures from bellies, butts, thighs, my own results, hair, skin, and nails are in there. And those are a good, you know, when people are just coming in, you can have them, you know, out on the kitchen counter. Just have them strewn across the kitchen counter. People will be inclined to just pick them up and start browsing, and already you're piquing their curiosity and their interest. They're going to start asking questions and thinking about the results that they can get. So results pictures are super important. You can even have them on your phone or your iPad. Make a separate album, which is really helpful to have at hand, so that you know, you can pass your phone around or your iPad. Anything to just show people these pictures. And there are results pictures at the top of Wrapstars in the photos section that you can just save to your phone, save to your device, whatever, so that you've got those at hand. File section, and I think the album's called January 29th. I guess it was January 29th when I made that album. What else do you need? We try to avoid people serving food and alcohol at our wrap parties. Again, they're supposed to be fun, simple, fast. You know, if somebody's determined to put snacks out, oh well. But the more simple it is, the more likely people are going to want to do what you're doing. If there is a table filled with a large spread of food, then everybody at the party is going to think that that's what they need to do if they were going to do a wrap party. And they don't. So the less you do, actually, the more appealing it is to other people if they were to think about doing something like this. So don't arrive with big banners and balloons and all this kind of thing. I show up 5 minutes before a party with one bag, and that's it. What else? Might be time to talk through the process of how I do it. Back on the inviting thing, just one more thing before we move on to that. Oh, Lindsay's here. Hold on. Hey, I'm in the middle of a video.
You are?
I am.
I'm in the middle.
Oh, we're going to have a guest appearance here, guys. Okay, so part of the inviting thing, it says on the Blitz card, host a party and wrap for free. Try it for free. The way I approach that with somebody who's hosting a party for me is I say, I'll give you $5 off your wrap for every guest that you have who wraps. The reason I do that is people get last minute cancellations, and I don't want them to cancel on me because they had one person cancel and now they think they're not going to get their wrap for free. So if they have 4 people come in and get them wrapped, their wrap only costs them $5. Works out much better that way. So the format of your party, people arrive, have them sign in, and have a glass jar of some kind at your sign-in station. We do 3 stations. Sign-in station is station 1. Have them put their cash for their wrap in a glass jar, because you're going to show them the wrap cash that you made when you come on to share the income opportunity. So, and that's a nice way to get the transaction out of the way up front. Have them sign in, ask them which body part they're wrapping, and then would they like to pay cash or check or however you want to word that. So that you're not left at the end of the party kind of feeling awkward, not knowing how to ask them for money. Do it up front, hand them their wrap, and then they'll go back to station 2, which is the wrap room. Quickly lift the shirt, pictures, always take pictures, put the wrap on, saran wrap, out they go. I like to keep this moving fairly quickly. I don't answer a lot of their questions. I'll pepper in a little bit of information as I'm doing it, why I'm doing what I'm doing. Just making conversation, get to know them a little bit where I can. You don't want to get into answering everybody's questions in there because everybody has the same questions, and you can just say, that's a great question. I'm going to go through all of the information about how this works as soon as everybody's wrapped, okay? So move quickly through that process. Don't let that take too long. People don't want to be hanging out at a wrap party for 3 and 4 hours. Again, fast and simple. So once everybody's wrapped, station 3 is just your living room. So you're going to sit around, you're going to chat, you're going to share more using your tools, your party pad. And once you go through the party pad and you're going to, one thing, the way I like to transition from the front of the party pad to the back. Don't be scared of the back of the party pad. Don't be scared about sharing the income opportunity. Use something like, you know, a few of you asked me in the back there about how you make money with this, how you do what I do. So I'm just going to share a little bit about that with you. Even if nobody did, they're all looking around going, oh, did you ask? Oh, I wonder if she asked. Maybe I'm interested too. So you can use that to kind of break the ice. But the way I like to do it, and I always share a little bit about my story and why I decided to be a distributor too, how I found the wrap and why I joined. But once we've got done here explaining that a box of wraps for a loyal customer is $59, then I say, and if you can think of 4 friends who've been interested in any of these products, you should probably think about being a distributor with us. It's only, so easy to use. It's only an extra $40 to get your distributor kit, and that comes with a box of wraps anyways, and you get all these goodies. You get some more defining gels, fab wrap, you get some business tools, your blitz cards, all kinds of stuff to set you up getting started. And then I'll continue to talk through the 3 steps. Just by having 4 friends that would be interested in buying the products at your cost, you get all these perks as well as starting to make money. And I'll throw in during this party pad presentation a few things about why I decided to join, just kind of planting seeds with them, how I just knew that everybody would be interested. I was interested. Who's not interested in fixing something on their body? Everybody's got a trouble spot, right? Who doesn't have a trouble spot and who can use some extra income? It was a no-brainer for me. You kind of lead in their thoughts a little bit. So once you get through the other side, keep it quick, keep it short to the point. And then at the end, it's this page where we just offer them the choice. So you have 2 choices. You can save money as a loyal customer, or you can decide to make some money as a distributor just by sharing this with people. And that's when, as I already discussed, I'll go to each person with the loyal customer and distributor forms and give them an option of which one they want to take. And then back into the wrap room, unwrap them. That's one way. Wrap at the beginning, unwrap at the end. Or there's another option. Some people like it the other way, where as soon as everybody arrives, you do your presentation and then you wrap people and send them away. Pros and cons. If you wrap people at the beginning, you have the opportunity to unwrap them and show them their results pictures. The con in that is we're putting a lot of focus on 45-minute results, which some people get. But I like to focus on 3-day results. I'm very intentional about setting people's expectations at very realistic levels. I don't want them to expect the Earth, the Moon, and the stars and to be a size 2 in 45 minutes. So I set far more expectations on, can't wait to see your results in 3 days. Those pictures are going to tell the story. And I'm also really hammering home that a full treatment is 4, and we can't judge this product until we've completed a full treatment. Lindsay, did I miss anything about wrap parties?
No, sounds good.
Okay, it's a wrap.